Hi Paddock Journal, I'm Rianna O'Meara-Hunt and this is my best and worst. First one, best and worst circuit. All right, so my best circuit, Indianapolis, obviously, making history, kissing the bricks, amazing story behind it. Worst circuit, I loved it, but I had no luck there, would be Road America. I do need to go back and replace that history. Best and worst fashion moment. I would say best right now. I'm really loving how I'm looking right now. Worst would actually be when I'm 8 years old. We will insert a picture somewhere around here. I have a bright green checkered jacket on that's about 2 sizes too big, and my hair, believe it or not, is actually curly and frizzy, and it's about out here. It wasn't a strong look, and I don't know how my mum let me out the house like that, but that's okay. Best and worst travel story. My worst travel story would have to be one of my trips to America that I did last year, or the year before that. I had to travel back and forward to every single event during the year, and one of them I missed the first flight. It was 14 hours long, so I had to wait an extra 4 hours in the airport for that flight. And then obviously I missed the connecting flight. So instead of being about a 15-hour travel day, it was about 24 hours. Best travel story would be my old team, the Heart of Racing, flew me to watch Le Mans 24 with them on their first ever year. And I was lucky enough to be flown business class, so that was very special. Best and worst racing moment. Best racing moment was Indianapolis, creating history. I think also the first time I created history when I was about 16 years old, that was really special. I didn't really know what it meant back then, but now looking back, doing that at such a young age was just incredible. Worst racing moment would have to be Road America. I had 2 pretty big crashes there, and it wasn't great. The next race we bounced back, so you know, it's all how you come back from these things and how you rewire it to improve your race the next one and come back stronger. Best and worst song to listen to when driving. I love anything house, techno, deep house. So to kind of get me upbeat before a race. Worst genre of music for myself, not putting anything out there for anybody else, but for me, I just don't like the screaming heavy metal genre of music. It makes me a little bit anxious. Best and worst haircut. As I said before, my hair is curly, so I get it chemically straightened. The first time I got it chemically straightened, I went to a dodgier shop and they cut my hair like a V, but this side of the V was jagged. So I left there very upset and never went back, funny enough. Best haircuts, I mean, I like what my hair looks like now, a little bit long, straight, but we are working with the natural curls at the moment, so straightening takes a little bit longer than it should. Best and worst podium moment. Worst podium moment was when I was 16 years old. It was my first podium when I created that history in Australia. And you know, you had to shake the champagne bottle, get it spraying. I shook it up, went to pop it, and there was so much pressure, it just flew out of my hands. And I was just stood there, not knowing what to do with myself and very embarrassed. Best podium moment would again have to be Indianapolis. We got to do that twice, stepped on that #1 spot, and this time I learned from my mistakes and the champagne stayed in my hands. So we redid that and we rewired it to be a good story. So yeah, those are my best and worsts.